Hello everybody, I'm Frank and this is Kimi. Just wanted to brag about just selling our home to Jonathan. What a great experience working with him. First of all, he came out, looked over the property very thoroughly, gave us an offer before he left. We came back shortly after that, had some discussion. We counter-offered. He agreed to our counter-offer. And then it was off to the races from there. From that point forward, we worked with Jonathan to close within 2 weeks, which is very, very fast, very efficient. I think the most pleasant thing is the people that he brought in to look at the home, to make the decisions that he did to give us such a fair deal on our home.
I have to say that meeting Jonathan was a pleasure. He's a breath of fresh air. We Buy Houses Seminole is the best company to work with. I know transparency is thrown around a lot as flavor of the month or day, but to actually meet somebody who is transparent has been the best part of this whole process. It's allowed us to just relax, breathe, and walk through it. Jonathan walked us every step of the way. Beforehand, Frank did a lot of research on his own to find out what we needed to know and what we needed to be aware of. And he did the checklist. And when he told me that Jonathan was the man he wanted to work with, and then when I met Jonathan, I understood immediately why Frank chose him to be our buyer and to work with us in this process as we move on to the next house in our life. And we are just very grateful to have met him and to be able to be part of this team process with Jonathan and his team. The day we met Jonathan's father, Miguel, was a day that is very memorable in this whole process. The look that I saw in his father's eyes and at how proud he was of Jonathan. And not only that, there was profound respect at the businessman in Jonathan, and Jonathan's reciprocal feelings for his father, that just respect they have for one another, just solidified for me that this was the team we wanted, because there was just so much family love. And anyone who loves his father that much was somebody I knew I wanted to do business with.
Well, the reason why we went with Jonathan specifically was, as we spoke to other investors or other home flippers, what they want to do is parade other investors through our home. Well, to me, that's not really a true buyer. That's somebody that wants to take advantage of our home and see if they could remarket it and making them additional money. The nice thing about Jonathan is he is the buyer. He is the guy that's going to fix the home, and he's the guy that's going to sell the home.
And other buyers represented that everything would be done and we'd get the payment of the house at the closing. And we were finding out that actually what they wanted was for us to float their financing, and 60 months later we would get the rest of our money. And what Jonathan said was, I'm the buyer, I signed the dotted line, it's one person to deal with. That made it so much easier for us to make that decision.
And so Frank and Kimi were great sellers to work with. Thank you guys very much for doing a testimonial video for my company. If you guys are looking to sell your house, one of the great things about working with these two here was the key word that Kimi said was transparency. And they gave me full access to the property to allow me to perform my due diligence so we can get to this point. Like Frank said, we closed this deal in 2 weeks. So thank you guys very much for that. I appreciate it, and that's what makes the deal happen. So if you guys are looking to sell your home to a real estate investor, please give us a call. The number is going to be right there on the bottom of the screen right now, 407-796-8557. Our website is WeBuyHousesSeminole.org. Thank you guys very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.